hungry, puppy? Wait. Wait. Okay. Okay, Pete. Good boys. Oh, hello. Hello, puppies. So while I'm waiting for the kettle to boil, I just thought I'd talk you guys through what's happening and why I look like this. So I've had a couple of bad days recently, like bad days. And I'm kind of, I guess I would say I'm on like a downswing at the moment. My anxiety is really high and really, it's like my mind and my body at the same time. Usually if it's one or the other, I can sort of manage, I guess, but at the moment, for some reason, both my mind and my body are just going crazy. I don't really know why yet, but I have spoken about before how I'm writing a book, and maybe, I don't know, I've been writing about some things that I haven't written about in, I don't really speak about a lot, I guess. And maybe that's bringing up stuff, I don't know. But the other theory I have is that I'm kind of at a point in my book where I'm a little bit stuck. Just like a little bit of writer's block. And maybe everything that's happening right now is kind of a way to get me unstuck. And I know that sounds really bizarre, but maybe I needed to relearn some things before I can write them. I don't know. Anyway, basically, I got a question in my last Q&A thing about a morning routine. And my morning routine a couple of weeks ago was pretty, it was kind of the same thing. Like I would always do yoga or some kind of exercise, and I'd always meditate in the morning. I was writing a lot in the morning as well, but I was also like just not super focused on my mental health in the morning. It was more just like I was meditating and doing yoga because I like it, but then the rest of it was just doing whatever else I need to do during the day. But right now, because I'm having such a rough time, I really am going back to basics. And for example, I'm having a decaf tea this morning instead of a coffee, which is, I've been having coffee every morning for months now. But I know that my body doesn't want it right now. So I'm having a decaf tea. The first thing I did this morning when I got up was made my bed and put my contacts in, and then I came out and fed the dogs, and then I put on some yin yoga and did that. That's why I'm still, like, my hair's crazy. I haven't even, like, gone into the bathroom really and done anything. The pills you just saw me take were Imodium, or like, like a chemist brand anti-diarrhea medication because my gut, that's the other thing that happens when I'm having increased anxiety. My gut and my IBS just goes crazy. And so, yeah, it's not pretty in my stomach at the moment. So I'm just gonna have some toast for breakfast. I'm not sure what I'm gonna put on it yet. I don't know if I want avocado or maybe we'll go avo. I don't know. This is one of the things at the moment is I'm finding it so hard to make decisions because I am trying so hard to just live. Like, it's taking me so much energy just to get through the day as it is that like extra decisions like what to make for dinner or what to put on my toast is just like I cannot deal. Avo because it was right in front of me. But the other thing is I have work today and I was supposed to have work on Saturday. And I had a horrific day on Saturday and I called a helpline, I called my mom and dad and they came over and stayed with me. It was all kinds of bad. And so I had to ring my work and say that I couldn't go in. But I have never told my work about my mental health because I haven't needed to. I'm not against having that conversation with your work. I think it's great to do that if you want to, or even just for both parties to have a better understanding of each other. But I haven't had any mental health episodes at work, and I haven't. The conversation hasn't come up. But I felt like I kind of owed them an explanation because it's not like me to call in sick 10 minutes before my shift sobbing. So, because I was ready for work, I just want to put that out there. I was in the hallway, dressed, I had my bag, and I said to my friend, I powered down. Like I literally was on the floor crying in my work outfit because I couldn't get out the door. Like I couldn't physically do anything more. I had done all I could do that morning and I could not do anything more. So yeah, I had to email them and say, look, here's a little bit of my history. I have mental illness, and some days I struggle. And I said to them, I have a really good support system. I have lots of good self-care practices. Like I've got this. I just had a bad day. But so because of that, I'm a little bit nervous to go in today. Because as much as I advocate for mental health and as much as I talk about being open and, not being ashamed, I believe all of that, I do. But it is hard. It's hard when you feel vulnerable. It's hard when you feel naked. It's hard for me to film a video where I look like I've just rolled out of bed, because I have. It's hard for me to put this online because I feel like I don't match up, But I'm also sick of feeling that way about myself, and I'm not going to give myself that anymore, that excuse to not show up in my most vulnerable, because maybe me doing it can help somebody else do it, and it's just not that important. My hair looking good on YouTube is not important. My mental health is important, and helping other people with their mental health is important. So yeah, you guys might see me showing up a little bit crazy looking soon. But yeah, so I am nervous to go to work. I do feel like, I'm going in there a little bit naked and a little bit exposed. And also because I work at a department store for another company. So it's not only my company that now knows about my mental health, it's the department store managers, because I had to speak to them as well. So it's like everyone, I'm going in there and everyone's like, there's Lauren, she had a breakdown on Saturday. It's not going to be like that at all, but little voice in my head is like, they're all going to be looking at you. This is nutritional yeast flakes right now that I'm putting on my toast, because I'm trying to get some kind of nutrition in, because I haven't been eating lately either, really. I had a really good dinner last night. I had lots of veggies, but during the day I just don't feel like eating. I don't feel like eating this right now, but because I know I have a full day of work ahead. So it's 8:30. I've got about an hour till I need to leave for work. So I'm gonna eat my breakfast and then I'm gonna shower, get dressed, and then I'm gonna go. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I am nervous about getting in the car because I struggled to leave the house on Saturday. It's like that trauma is still fresh in my body. It's like not the trauma from not being able to leave the house on Saturday, but the remembered trauma from when I was agoraphobic and I couldn't leave the house. And anytime I kind of like slightly tap into that, it's big. It's like big emotions to feel. But I'm just gonna keep on being open and keep on being honest. I told Anthony that I was feeling nervous about it. I'm telling you guys I'm feeling nervous about it. And I keep on putting into place the things that I know, like stop resisting, stop fighting it, meet yourself with love, nurture yourself. You know, it's okay to be scared, but you just have to love yourself through that. So not freaking out because you're scared, loving yourself because you're scared. Maybe I should put some clothes on too. So I'm pretty much ready for work and I'm actually feeling a lot more calm now, which is nice. I think sometimes you can go through the motions and not quite make it, and then sometimes you can go through the motions and make it. So I think the key thing for me right now is to just keep on showing up, keep on reminding myself, like I said, meet myself with love. And yeah, just keep on going. About 7:30 now, or closer to 8 actually, but because she was up so late last night, which is why I'm so tired, she doesn't want to get up. So I am going to get her out of bed soon because otherwise she'll, won't be able to sleep again tonight. But for now I'm just having some quiet time with my coffee and yeah, just hanging out, thinking about things. So that's pretty much my standard morning routine. Yoga every morning is pretty much a necessity if I'm feeling really anxious. Hey, Charles. I just find that I have to move my body, and I find that any other kind of exercise, like high intensity or weights or whatever it may be, tends to aggravate my anxiety. So I find that yoga, especially something that's slow, is just so helpful for making me feel connected with my body instead of making me feel like my body is at war with itself. And then I'll meditate and journal. Yeah, it was funny because prior to this kind of downswing with my anxiety, meditation was taking the forefront. I would generally do yoga every morning, but meditation was something that I was definitely doing. But now I'm really feeling the need to, like I said, reconnect with my body. So that's why I'm making yoga the most important. And then if I have time, I will meditate and journal and all that kind of stuff as well. And obviously this morning I have time. It was just really hard getting out of bed this morning because I'm so tired, but I think I think it's important to rest, but I also think that if I had woken up, say at 8:30 when Lila woke up, and felt like I just had to swing straight into parenting, and didn't have any time to connect with myself, I think I would have felt more overwhelmed. So I think it's really important to find that balance of like trying to get enough rest, but also making sure that you are taking that time to connect to yourself. So you are getting up just that tiny little bit early to do some yoga, because that is restful. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to sit here with my thoughts now and my coffee and just hang out.